Thomas was running late today. He was held back from some trouble with Daisy, and now he needed to get to his guarantee connection with James.
Thomas, you're late. Where have you been?
Yelled James.
I've been shunting some milk tankers out of the way because someone shunted them in front of my coaches and someone haven't delivered the milk, protested Thomas.
Typical of you putting the blame on somebody else just because they're late.
Are you defending her?
Yes I am.
Why?
Because Daisy is a sensible engine. Plus, she doesn't shunt a pole. I don't know what purpose.
Oh, you're just defending her because she shows you her buffers.
But ain't not
Ain't to. Who ain't not ain't to.
I keep it down, said a voice. The voice belongs to one old man dressed up as a policeman.
What is it? Said Jane.
Didn't you hear me? I said keep it down. Your yelling is disturbing the peace, answered the policeman in annoyance.
Oh, sorry, but
Shut it, or else I'll give you a ticket to your own controller, or worse. Don't you dare defend Thomas.
oh yes, I will.
And there's more if you misbehave. Thomas was fuming. But, you were going to call me a bastard, weren't you?
No, I was going
To call you? I don't want to hear anything more words from you, mister. I shall report you for attempting to call me that. Then he wrote, attempting to say, hey cap on his notebook, and then left. Thomas was shocked, while James and his passengers just stared at Thomas.
Thomas had committed a hate crime.
Thomas said nothing because he couldn't think of anything else to say. After the guard blew his whistle, off to the next station. The next day, however, Thomas realized that his friends were usually quiet, just stared at Thomas with a dirty look. What's wrong? Said Thomas. But the engines didn't answer. They still were just upset and looking at Thomas. And just sighs and set off for a busy day's work. And for the next few days, engines and people were just so quiet with Thomas. And soon enough, the engines were blowing steam at him and calling him Thomas very upset. One rainy night, Thomas was sleeping on another shed. He didn't want to bother the other engines. When suddenly, a dark figure showed up, and he said, hello, Thomas. Thomas was surprised. Who are you? And how do you know my name? Oh, don't worry. You'll find out soon enough. But for now, I need you to come with me. I got a special job for you. I don't think I want to. Oh, come on, Thomas. It's nothing illegal or anything. I need you to come with me just so I can prove something. Prove what? Your innocence. Now let's go. And with that, they set off to the main line. First, they arrive at an abandoned shed from an old coal mines. As Thomas went inside, he saw more people also talking about how Thomas and the police. Although he didn't understand or was probably allowed to listen to anything, he was a little scared. And after some time, he left the shed somewhere else. After some traveling, Thomas saw an old abandoned tank engine. On one side, the tank engine glares at Thomas. What do you want? He said. Then the man jumped jump off Thomas's cab and look at the tank engine. Hello, old friend. Thomas was puzzled. You, you know? Mm-hmm. I do. Let's just say we used to work together, but he kind of works for me now. Yeah, right. But anyway, what can I do for you, my man? Well, he began. I need you. It's some help with this. He then showed our man in the picture, the same man that had caused problems for Thomas. Said the engine. That must be very Barry. Thomas was puzzled. You know? Yep. I remember that day, when and he showed up at the coal mines for an inspection. Pretty much the same thing as your story. Hey, Thomas. Hey, how do you know my name? And Railway Series. Right. Anyway, I kept a close eye on him. And, well, I might know where he used to live at the very least. What? And where is it? Well, a blue house in the old tramway. You mean the Toby's old tramway? The same one. Let's get going then. And with that, they set off to Toby's old tramway. It took them a bit of a while, but finally they found the blue house. The spy entered the blue house and tried to find any other evidence that would prove Thomas's innocence. He looked and looked, and he found out that there was crimes that the policeman had committed, and the biggest of which was on a local potato farm near an old unused station. And with that, they set off to the potato farm, and they were greeted by an old American tractor. Well, hello there, pals. What brings you into the far away countryside, eh? Well, he began, I heard that this place was the biggest crime and that a certain someone did, and this someone is called Barry Barry. He once again showed a picture of the policeman. The tractor that looks at the spy as he looked back at the picture. Right. So what did he do? Did he stole some potatoes from here? Scoffed Thomas. No. He set this place on fire. Oh, those were the days. Someone might have been injured or killed. Why are you mentioning him anyway? Well, you'll see. This tank engine over here. He pointed to Thomas. Yeah. Well, he got into a little problem with Barry. Something they will have to deal with an accident, so harsh language. I see. And what you need help with? I would like to tell me anything else about Mr. Barry and where he is today. Funny you would mention that, said the tractor. Because he did heard a rumor that Barry was going to an old and small dockyard and probably do something. What is this something? I have no idea. but it's probably not good. The spy thought for a moment and then said, although it's a rumor, I don't doubt it will be useful. We need every information that we can and to get Thomas's innocence, so thanks for the help, said the spy. I'm happy to help, buddy, replied the tractor. Well, better get going then. Come on, Thomas. He jumped at Thomas's cab as both went away. They arrived at the old dockyard as they saw Barry at a handcar.
That's him,
Whispered Thomas.
let's get him.
Settle down, replied the spy. We don't want to get discovered, but it was too late. The police, he had already found out as he started running away. Shit.
Let's get him.
And with that, the chase was on.
Stop!
He whistled. At last, some faulty points and water from all this rain made the handcar derailed.
Ha! We got him.
Now let's take him into the actual affair. Oh no, you won't! They got hold Barry! The authorities did indeed hold Barry. And the next day, the policemen took him to court and then into jail. Thomas was soon called into the rail yards alongside all the other engines. Soon enough, the fact controller appeared with words to say. Greetings, engine. I want to say something about Thomas and his brave actions to figure out that Barry wasn't an actual so proper policeman. But sir, said Thomas, didn't I get involved with spies? Isn't that illegal? The fact controller laughed. Ho, ho, ho. You're wrong. I actually hired the spies for this alongside with the police, so you're safe. Oh, that's great to hear. And as for the rest of you, I wanted to say that you engines had been very silly today. I expect my engines to have big brains and made out of big stuff. I don't like how you all just jumping to conclusions without looking at the bigger picture. And I especially don't get you, James, for not telling it earlier. The engines all felt like imbeciles for believing in things without looking at the bigger picture. And James agreed that he would never again be such a hopeless simp.